We're headed toward 4%. Though the leftist-dominated media has repeatedly mocked President Donald Trump for promising to propel America's annual economic growth rate to 4%, this goal now looks more achievable than ever before. "You're running at an almost 3% annual rate," said Natixis economist Joseph LaVorgna to CNBC earlier this month, referring to the country's annual GDP. "With any increase in productivity, you're at 4 or 5% GDP. To be clear, it may take a couple more years for a 4% annual GDP to manifest, but it certainly seems doable, especially given the current high consumer confidence and momentum-building job creation. And this doesn't even take into consideration the GOP's tax reform bill, which is expected to be signed by the president sometime this week. According to the Tax Foundation think tank, the bill will increase capital stock by 4.8% and long-run GDP by 1.7%, add 399,000 full-time jobs, and boost wages by 1.5%, as reported by the Washington Free Beacon. But that's not all. The foundation claimed that if the plan were enacted permanently, it would spike long-run GDP by 4.7% and raise wages by 3.3%. Forget 4% annual GDP. Maybe we need to look toward 5%? That said, it bears repeating that the fake news media has blasted Trump endlessly for promising to boost America's GDP. Donald Trump has a big promise for the U.S. economy: 4% growth, CNN reported 1 month before the presidential election last year. No chance, say 11 economists surveyed by Money. And a paper published Tuesday by the Federal Reserve Bank of San Francisco backs them up. By most signs, economists say the country will be lucky to achieve consistent annual growth much over 2%, the Associated Press warned last December. Business Insider likewise called Trump's promise one he may find pretty hard to keep, writing, "The only problem is delivering on this promise will be incredibly difficult." You sure about that? The leftist media rudely mocked Trump's promise, with Vanity Fair going so far as to claim this past summer that Trump does not appear to understand basic economics, and yet here we are. To be fair, the president has sometimes conflated quarterly GDP with annual GDP, but that issue aside, his original promise appears to be manifesting before our very eyes. It may admittedly take a couple more years for us to discern the full effects of Trump's policies on our economy, but as it stands, I don't see anything to laugh about. If anything, I see much to cheer about. What do you think about this? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. Don't you forget like, share and subscribe American News Today channel. Thank you for watching.